You're still tuned into Culture Daily. We are coming to you on Plus 89.9 FM and 3 Music TV. Now, on Unpacking today, we get to speak to gospel musician Brian Kuffour, okay? Now, yeah, maybe you may not be conversant with the name, but that is why we are going to have this conversation. Let's get to know who he is, what he's been up to, and what he is up to. I can tell you one thing he's up to is in a couple of days, he's going to be recording, a live album, okay? And so we'll get talking about that later. But yeah, hello, Brian.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing well. How about you?
I'm fine. I'm really well, thank you. Like I mentioned, I would like us to know who Brian Kuffour is, for the benefits of those who do not know, who have never heard your name or seen you, right?
Okay.
Let's take it from the bottom and then we build up. Okay,
so Brian Kuffour is a gospel musician, and I'm a music director as well.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm a music director for a non-denominational group that's called TM Cube. And I'm a music director at church too, Charity Assemblies of God. Okay. So I've been doing this for quite a long time. I attended the University of Ghana. I did economics at the University of Ghana. And basically that's it. That's
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. If you say you've been doing it for a long time, right? How did it start, before you started doing it?
Okay, so I'm from a music family, actually. Okay. My dad, my mom, all of them are involved in music, one way or the other. My dad was, used to play with GBC Band. Okay. This man called Abraham, he's have a couple of hits in the gospel scene. So he used to do BV for them and my mom too. So I'm coming from a music family. My sisters, my brothers, all of them do music too. They all sing or play.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So music has been imbibed in you,
yes,
from the very
beginning.
onset.
Yes.
All right. Is that to say that you started music at a young age? If so, at what age exactly? Because I understand when you say from the very beginning, Yeah. But the beginning can be 10 years for somebody, can be 2 years for somebody, can be 5 years for somebody. So at what age specifically did it start for you?
Okay. So professionally, it has been like about 5 to 6 years. Okay. But I've been singing all throughout, since I was a kid, from children's service to teens class to adults from Pope John to the University of Ghana. I've been singing all through, you understand? So I think that professionally it's been 5 years when I started doing records. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Now 5 years down the line, you have 3 singles, and then you are working on your first album now. Let's talk about the 3 singles. One of which you have Joe Metal, right? Yeah. Let's talk about how that came about, and then the release of those 3 singles as well. At which point did you know or realize that you have to, start putting out music and then also get into ministry?
Okay. So, like you said, I have 3 singles. And the first one is the Obiansel, the one I have with Joe Metal on. Actually, the song was recorded live, and then later we did with Joe.
Okay.
Yes, so it was recorded.
So it has 2 versions? That's
yes, I have 2 versions. One has instrumentals and one has Joe, just me and Joe in a studio. Okay. So it was like an acoustic session with Joe Metal. So that's it. Then I have Forever, and then I have GD. GD is the current one, which is doing so well and blessing a lot of people. So I recorded Obiansel in 2019, and then later on, there was the urge to get the song. The song was very good, so I wanted it to get to a lot more people, and I was led also to put someone on it. Okay. And I spoke to Joe. He accepted to be on it.
Did you have a relationship with Joe Metal prior, or just the leading of the spirits led you, and then by one way or the other, you were able to reach him?
Okay, so I am very close to Joe Metal. We are in the same church, not in the same church, but the same denomination.
Okay.
We call it Assemblies of God. So that's how come I got to know him. And when I was on the university campus too, he used to come to AGCM. He used to come lead us in worship and all that. So I built a relationship with him from there. Okay. And aside the relationship, he's such a good and humble man. It's easy going, easy to approach. So that makes it more easy than even the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right, now you have released, you know, the 3 bodies of work or your 3 singles, right? When it comes to gospel or gospel music or gospel ministers, let me put it that way, how does it work for you? For some people, maybe they have the leading, like you mentioned, you know, leading to Joe Metal. For them, maybe the lyrics drop in their spirit. Some people write it down. Some people will just maybe go into the studio and, again, by the leading of the Spirit, you know, put out the song, right? Yeah. How does it work for you?
Okay, so that's exactly it. You know, there's nothing that we have that was given to us or that we own. It was given to us. So definitely the songs drop in the Spirit, but every song has a way it comes.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, so take me through that.
Yeah, so definitely we are inspired by the Spirit to do the song. But sometimes life situations can draw you to put up a song. Like I was saying, there's this song called GDA. That one came in the COVID season. You understand? When everything was blocked. You understand? Nothing, everything became motionless. We're all in a standstill and there was panic and fear all over the place. So like every other person, musicians were also inside. We're in our rooms and all that, thinking about the next step, the next move and all that, the next song and all that. So that song dropped. Again, that song came into mind during that situation, during that moment, pondering about what it is after this COVID and all that. Then that song came. It's called GDA, which translates into English to faith.
Faith, yeah.
Yeah, so around that time, I got GDA. So what I'm saying is sometimes life situation can lead you to write some of the songs as well. Yes.
Which life situations have led you to writing some of the songs on your yet-to-be-recorded Hand of God album?
Okay, so my music journey has not been so easy, and then everything has been by God's grace. You know, music is very capital intensive. Yes, recording, getting the camera guys and all that. So it's the hand of the Lord that has held me to get to this far, to be able to put up a whole concert to record my first album. I see it as the hand of the Lord, not the works of man or any other thing. So that's it.
How many songs are we looking at on this album? And then so far, you know, I'm sure, you know, leading of the Spirit, songs dropped in your spirit, you know, you've put it down, you know, you have an idea of the songs that you're going to be recording, the total number and all of that. Which of the songs out of your list stand out to you? Okay,
so, wow, it'll be very difficult to pick because most of the songs, all of the songs on the album are a masterpiece, and they are all speaking about different things at different times. So it's very difficult to pinpoint a particular song. And just like I've said, I've already released 3 already. So I'm going to add like about 7 of them to it. So those are the ones which are going to be new. But the title track, which is The Hand of the Lord, is something we should all look out for. It's going to be such a blessing.
Yeah. Going to be such a blessing. Yeah. What messages or themes, you know, are you going to be approaching with the totality of the album, right? And what are you expecting that people take away when they listen to the album?
Okay. Just like the title of the album is saying, The Hand of the Lord. I believe so much and so strongly that the world as we see it, or the universe as we see it, is governed by forces. And it will only take the grace or the hand of the Lord to make things work out. Sometimes you can try everything with yourself, with your energies and all that, but it will only take a special grace. It will only take a special hand, supreme being somewhere to help you to sail through life situations, because the same place you are looking at going, someone can just take some minutes or steps to enter that same place easily. The same thing you want to achieve, someone can just take some minutes to get into that. So it means that there is something that backs
or propels.
That propels. Yes, I like that. Thank you. Yes, there is something that leads us to wherever or whatever we want to achieve. So I just want to say in my album that there's a hand of the Lord. There's an invisible force that is helping people, that is going to help us to achieve whatever we want to do, only if we have faith.
Only if we have faith.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, on your music journey, who have been your inspirations, you know, which people keep you going based on their life, their ministry, or their music?
Okay. So, growing up, I was listening to a lot of gospel music, but my biggest inspiration is the person who has been very close to me. That's my dad.
Okay.
You know, he was doing music. He's the first person I saw doing music. He was taking me into the studios at a very young age when I was a toddler. So I was moving from one studio to the other. So I get to be introduced to music through my dad. And growing up, I was listening to a lot of American gospel singers, Ty Tribbett, Marvin Sapp, Andrew Crouch, Juanita Bynum, and all that. And here in our local scene, one person that has really influenced me, especially when it comes to lyrical content, will be Esther Smith.
Okay.
She's been an amazing person. Her songs are very old, but if you play even currently, it still holds. It still holds. It still has a lot of energies. And of course, my boss, Joe Mettle himself, inspiring the contemporary side of gospel music, and Ohima Mercy as well. They've been a huge... There's a lot of them.
I was just going to say that. That's a long list.
There's a lot of them, but you can't mention even all of them here on set. But these three stand out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, in talking about things that stand out, right? How are you standing out, you know, from the bunch? How would you say you're standing out from the bunch? Because, sure, there are so many, you know, gospel ministers and then gospel artists, you know. What makes Brian Kuffour different? Okay.
So, what I would say will make me different is impact.
Okay.
You know, for us, what we do, what gives us satisfaction or what gives us fulfillment is impact. Hearing that your song has been a blessing to somebody. You know, there have been scenarios we've ministered elsewhere and people have given testimonies about, you know, their life and all that. I remember once I ministered at a church, someone gave a testimony that she's been married for 10 years, looking for the fruit of the womb. She sowed a seed. The next year I went to the place, she gave a testimony that she has a child, she brought a child and all that.
So, praise the Lord.
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God for impact. We thank God that people are getting inspired, motivated by what we are doing. So that is exactly what we gives us fulfillment, give us what you call it, the joy that we use to do what we are doing. So for me, I stand for impact.
You stand for impact.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, on the 10th of March, which is in 3 days, that's when your recording is happening. Is it an open call? How is that working? Do you already have your set group of people who are going to be present for the recording? Or, you know, do you want a lot more people to be there? If so, please let us know the venue, how they can get there, you know, which number they can call. Okay.
So the concert is dubbed Ovation. Yes, and Ovation translates into an enthusiastic and a sustained praise or of thanksgiving. So that's what ovation means. Ovation means being wowed, being astonished about something. So that's the title of the concert, and I believe strongly that everything that the Lord does for us, everything that we look, even the world and everything that is in it, the trees, the birds, are a place for us to give God an ovation. They are just marvelous in our sight. So God deserves an ovation. So Ovation is the title of my concert, and it is a live recording concert, and everybody is invited to be part of it. We are actually doing it in a 1,500 capacity auditorium. Okay. Yes, at Shiashi. The title, the name of the place is Cedar Mountain Chapel. Okay. Cedar Mountain Chapel.
Oh, it's just right off when you branch into East Legon, to your left.
Yes.
That area.
That beautiful auditorium edifice over there. So it's a 1,005 seater. So that means that everybody, we are inviting everybody, wherever you are in the capital, join us at Cedar Mountain Chapel this very Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 10th of March.
What time?
At exactly 4:30 p.m. 4:30 p.m. We'll start the program. It is free entry. There is no ticket. So it's our first time. So we want to give it out to everybody to come, join us. Let's do this together. You're shouting, you're screaming, you're clapping will all add to the ambience of the live recording.
Right. So, this is where we say, come everybody. Come all, right? But I like that, you know, you didn't make it all about you. You have Joe Metal on there, Ohima Mercy, and Ife Grace as well. Exactly. All of these people are also on the album, am I right?
Yes, they are all featured on one song on the album. So just like you said, it's not all about me. It's going to be a night of variety. It's going to be a night of incredible atmosphere. So yes, Joe Metal is coming. Ohima Mercy. I actually had a rehearsal with Joe Metal yesterday. Okay. So he's coming. Ohima Mercy is also coming, and just not just them. TM Cube, Sida Masqua, and a host of other amazing gospel music ministers are going to be there.
Poised and ready. Are you not?
Poised,
charged, and ready, definitely, and charged. Yes. Let me add that in borrowing his word, okay, and charged. And so it's going to be Ovation. Brian Kuffour will be recording the Hand of the Lord album live, okay. He already mentioned Cedar Mountain Chapel, Sunday 4:30 p.m. okay. It's free, so you don't have an excuse not to be there. If you have the time, please do stop by and add up to the ambience and the whole atmosphere and the whole outpouring of the Spirit. Brian, thank you so much, and all the best on Sunday, okay, with the live recording and then subsequently with the album as well. I'll be waiting for when the album drops so that I can soak it in, okay? Thank you again. You so do have a good day. All right, guys, this has been Unpacking with Brian Kuffour, speaking on his album and then also, you know, his music life and his career in totality. You're still tuned in to Culture Daily. We are coming to you on 3 Music TV and Plus 89.9 FM. Now, if you are an avid listener or follower of the show, you know that Serial is coming up next with Sports Direct, and then also AC with Trending Life, and then we get into the big conversation with the Bar Stop Boys. I want to say a big thank you to Ifwa Jimfua, who watches and listens to us all the time. We here appreciate you so much. My name is Lenny Lamote, your international TV and radio presenter living in Ghana at the moment. Signing out. Bye-bye.